Afternoon guys, your leg workout for today. A1 is a step up, and the kind of little bits that you need to know about that is we're going to work to various heights of the step up. So regressive range, regressing the range of movement that you're using. So starting with the biggest range of movement. So you'll see in the demo, I do my step ups to a certain height of the box. I'm trying to use the leg that's on the box as much as possible and rely as little as possible on the back leg. Driving up onto the box with the standing leg. I go until I fail at that range of movement, and then I make the only thing I change then is the range of movement. So I move round the box and I work to a smaller range, so a smaller step. You want to be failing in less than 12 reps on the initial range that you pick. Now, you might have to do this outside on something maybe. You might get away with doing it from the ground floor and doing it maybe up onto like the second or third step. It depends on the steps in your house and the length of your legs, I guess, and the strength of your legs. You can add weight to the movement so that you fall into that rep range of failing under 12. So if you've only got a minimal choice of stepping surfaces, you might need to add load, still keep it really tidy, but you're trying to fail in under 12 reps. So if you've only got small steps, you might need to challenge yourself in another way, maybe tempo, but there's quite a bit of tempo coming up, so this session could drag on if you use tempo. So yeah, step ups, both sides, fail in 10 to 12 reps, move to the regressed range of movement, and then go till you fail. You should fail, I reckon, in under 20 reps. If not on the first set, you definitely will on the subsequent sets. That's going back to back with A2, which is a side-lying hip raise. So where we adopt this side plank type position and we bridge up off the knee and then lift the leg up. We've done them in a previous leg workout, but you'll see how I'm performing them in the demo. 10 to 15 reps each side, and then we're going to go 3 sets of A. Moving on to B, we're going to go squats with tempo to a box. Now, depending on the height of the box that you've got, it might not be appropriate for you, but maybe you can pack it up with something like books or, I don't know, something else that you've got. If it's too low. If it's too high, you might want to maybe prop your feet up on something, obviously that's stable and you're not going to fall off. Just so that you want to be getting to the box so that there's about a right angle in your knee, not much higher, not much lower really. The tempo I used was 3 count down, a 1 count on the box, and then a 2 count standing back up. So that's slightly slower than just driving straight back up. As soon as you hit the top position, start the 3 back down. So 3 down, 1 on the box, 1, 2, 3 down, 1 on the box, 1, 2, 3 down. So you're not having a break at the top, so that tension in the muscles builds up really quick. So the way we're going to go on that is we want to be failing again in under 12 reps, under 12, 15 reps. Now, I wouldn't advise you to go nuts with the weight. If you want to, great, but make it harder via appropriate weight and then play with the tempo. So for me, I had weights that enabled me to find myself failing in under 12 reps with the tempo that I used. If I didn't have access to weights that would allow me to fail in under 12 reps, I'd have just slowed the tempo down. So maybe it would have been 5 down, 1 on the box, 3, 4, 5 up, so that I wasn't getting past 12 reps with the weight that I had available to me. Once you fail, you're going to go 10-second rest, go straight back into 3 more reps with the tempo. If you get those 3 reps, another 10-second rest, and you just keep going in that fashion until you get 5 sets of your 3s after the first initial set, so another 5 sets of 3, or you can't hit a set of 3 after a 10-second rest, and that's when you call that set, you call it a day on that set. That's back to back with a quad exercise, so I'll give you 2 variations in the demo. One is with my feet up on a box, like I was about to do a pike push-up. It's that same type of position, but instead of bending my arms to keep my arms straight, I bend my knees down towards the floor and then I extend them back up to the top. It definitely burns. It doesn't look too much, but it burns. It's quite heavy on the arms as well, so I give you another version which is a little bit easier on the legs, a little bit easier on the arms as well. So play with both of them. Maybe do, if your arms give way halfway through a set on the box, maybe do as what you can, what your arms can or your legs can cope with on the box. Drop down to the floor and finish the set off. I was going 15 reps on that, so the squat's going to vary, the reps and sets, and the pike position one, we're going to go and try and get towards 15 reps on that. Back to back, 4 sets. And then the last little section, we're going bridges with a mechanical drop set, which means well, it doesn't matter what it means. So we're going to go shoulders on a bench. We're going to go single leg hip thrust until we fail. We're then going to spin around. The same foot's going to go on the bench. We're going to keep going hip thrust style, glute bridge style, and with a single leg until we fail. Then we're going to bring that same foot down to the floor and then a single leg glute bridge until we fail. And that's 1 set. So shoulders on the bench, same foot on the bench, on the floor, same foot. So the same foot does all 3 versions of that, and that's 1 set. Then repeat that on the other leg. And then we're going to go kick back. So find a wall, a sturdy wall, not in your house, not that you're going to put your foot through some plaster, maybe a brick wall outside or whatever. Isometric hold where we're pushing our foot against the wall as hard as we can, keeping that tension up. Try and make sure we keep this good back position and that we don't fold under. Nice good position with the lower back, pushing hard into the wall. And then I just show you with without a band. If you don't have a band or you don't have maybe an ankle weight, you could just do it body weight. It was a bit easy for me, but I couldn't be bothered setting a band up just to finish that set off. So, but you could do it if you wanted a bit more. You're going to go 30-second isometric hold into 15 reps of kickbacks. If you want to make that harder, add an ankle weight or add a low fixed band like we've done in another leg workout. So that's your C1 and C2. We're going to go 3 sets of that. Okay, so lots of stuff going on there. You'll get a bit of a better idea from the demos that are just going to follow now what to do. But any questions, as always, let us know.